Okay, guys, so in previous video we checked how to roll back queries which has been executed by Liquibase. Okay, this is really raw structure and we are following along and it's working fine. Now thing is, do we really need to do or write SQL queries if we are going for any create commands? So that's the question. So it's yes or no. So yes, we did. It's an option, but we have a better solution for this. So that can resolve all this tedious work for us. But yeah, we have to learn one syntax, or you can say XML structure to follow along how Liquibase works. So in that case, at least we don't have to write explicitly this rollback stuff in case of any DDL operations like creation or alter command. So if you are performing any create command or alter command, you don't need to write rollback. Liquibase has a property which says auto rollback thing. And if you're writing or giving any create or alter commands through Liquibase, so it has a property it can auto rollback it once you give the tag in your command line or wherever from which point you are executing. So let's do one thing. Let me comment it for now, let it be for a while, and even before that let me copy this, then I'll comment, then I'll paste again, so everything remains same. I'll just remove this SQL part. So no more writing explicit or manual SQL queries. We will use some commands or structure suggested by Liquibase documentation. So I'll write here create. So I'll say create table. Nice. Then it gives me option for tables, so it will say users. Then I'll go inside it. Inside this table I need to mention columns, so we have option column. There it is. Let me give ID, and because ID is going to be our primary key, so we can also mention that by giving constraints. But for now let's give the type of it. It's going to be integer type. Done. And I'll go inside it and add constraint. So here we have multiple options. Let me control space and you can see list of options are there. So for now I'll use primary key and I'll make it or mark it true. And definitely if it is a primary key, so nullable should be false. That means it should have the value. So I just mark this nullable equals to false. So this is our very first column, ID whose type is int, and this is marked as a primary key and its nullable is false. So that means it should have a value. Let's just add one more column. So column, let's say name, and just for sake of this constraint, I of course we don't need to write any extra stuff, but I can write nullable. At this time it could be true. Yeah, you can mention or enter null values as well. Okay, so that's how we write create command. So you can see, oh, I just format the code and okay. So earlier we have used create command to remove all this part, but now we are using or leveraging the property or features of Liquibase, which says that you can use create table tag and mention table name, then have the name here, the column name, then its type and mention its constraints. Likewise, I have added one more column and nullable equals to it could be true. Yes, so we are allowing the nullable, it can allow null values. Okay, and that's it guys, you don't have to mention any of the extra stuff. And now we can go back to database. Let's drop these extra tables, then we will execute it again. Drop tables, drop now. Cool, so it's done, it'll empty. Fine, going back and I will execute the update command again. So what we have right now, just one tag which is used to roll back and one tag to creation of table. And definitely we are not writing any explicit rollback text here. Great. So going back to same structure and I'll write Liquibase update. Okay, it should execute two change sets. Oops, something bad happened. Uh, 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 Unexpected error. Type is required for all columns. Where oops, sorry, I missed it. Yes, if it's a name, so you have to mention the type as well. So it's going to be, let's say, varchar and 100 or 50 is fine. 50. So I'm defining the columns length or the character length is 50. Okay, file saved. Update again. And yep, two change sets find out. So just by writing these tags of XML, we are able to execute user table, and we should have one. And you can always verify it through table inspector. I'm using MySQL by the way, guys, and columns are here, ID here. It's nullable, no, name is nullable. Okay, great. And what about rollback? Yep. So again, no need to mention any rollback explicitly. You guys can directly use the tag. So we already have that command. I'll just pick it. Here it is. And if I execute, so it will roll back all the previously executed stuffs. So that will count user table and entry inside changelog table. So if I refresh, first of all, user should be gone. Okay, let me refresh here. And yep, user is gone. Let's verify that log table. It should be also empty. Yes, it is also empty. So that's how it works. Okay, I forgot one thing, guys. I have to show you how changelog shows, because earlier when we were executing through SQL, so it shows in description that SQL was executed. So let me run this update command again. You can see, guys, this is really easy if you have configured everything simply. So you can drop and create table within a seconds, not even seconds, right? It takes. Okay, going back, refresh all, and refresh this entry, and see this time. This time it's not saying SQL or something. It just shows create table tag, and the table name is users. That's it. Yep, and that's how it works. Everything remains same. Just I want to show you the description. Earlier it was showing SQL because we have executed SQL commands. But when you use the tags, it shows the tag name, create table, and then which table is created. Likewise, you can also write alter commands. So if I have to write alter commands, so let me do this in different change set, because once change set is executed, and if you do any change, it will give you error. So that's one. You can see security features there. I'll write cr id equals to 2. Let's write alter as well. So add column, that's for alter. We have to add one column, so add column, table name is users, and here column tag name, let's say I want to add email, so email type, it's varchar, let's make it 100 length, and what else, let's add constraint that yeah, it is also possible that we can pass nullable thing, so nullable true. Okay, so I have added one more change set, and still we have a tag above. So if we roll back, so it will roll back this change and this change as well. But before that, let's see what happens when we execute update command again, and what's the impact of this add column tag. So going back, one more update. Okay, and we got the error. It says syntax error, near null. Uh, oh, I forgot to give the size. Num was log. Okay, size given. Update again. Yep, change set 3. Great. If I check the table, let's check the database log table first. One more entry. I forgot to change the ID, but that's fine. Author is right, CR. And if I scroll right, add column tag, and which table is affected by it? Users. Cool. Let's verify the user table. And here we have the third column. So you guys can see creation of table is great, and we can also roll back the same changes, and definitely if you want to add, that's how it works. It supports XML, JSON, YAML file, and these structures supports it. So SQL is also there. So SQL, XML, YAML, JSON, whatever types you can think of, Liquibase supports it. So you can place this code wherever you want. So it could be your JSON, it could be YAML, and yeah. And again, if you have to roll back, so when I roll back the from by using this tag, it roll back both changes, dropping table and obviously this one. So right now we if we drop the table, so there's no point of rollback, it automatically goes away, right? Rollback of add column would be delete that column, rollback of create table would be drop the table. Okay, so if I go back again on this command line and run the rollback command for tag, it should write all the three things has been executed. So mentioning all the tags or change sets. Okay, and if I go back and if I refresh from here, users gone, and if I cross check and log table, it becomes also empty. Okay guys, so this is a whole picture. One more you can say level knowledge about how Liquibase works or how differently it works or can be used for our same task. So earlier we were using SQL commands. Now we switch to the this XML tags. Okay, so in next videos we will discuss more about Liquibase and other ways to work on it.